community of mine. We multiply. In Cape Town, Camps Bay, we multiply, we multiply, we multiply, we multiply. Bongo Audio Visual once again. Today, I just wanted to touch on the topic of jealousy. You know, jealousy always stems from you not understanding your own purpose. And we envy other people's happiness. A person can have nothing but be happy, but still people get jealous. Wanna know why? You wanna know why? It's because there's no peace in your heart. You have to find some form of peace, and it's never found of chasing after pleasure. There's two forms of happiness that you get, or sources of happiness. You always get it from pleasure or from inner peace. The moment you have inner peace, you don't have to chase after pleasure. Jealousy is a very deadly disease. I mean, like, jealousy is the reason why so many families are torn apart. So many people are tearing down each and every form of country, America with the oil, here in Africa and whatever. People are jealous. And even if you have less than they do, they still continue to be jealous. So I'm not going to be on the topic of people being jealous of you. I'm here addressing you about stopping this thing of being jealous. Uprooting means that you having less is you winning. Because that was the mission in the first of this chapter in your life. The end result, of course, is the kingdom. But you have to learn how to deal with losses. You have to be mentally ready. You have to actually, in some cases people cannot be ready for losses. But you have to be wise in the ways in which you deal with losses. Champions pick themselves up after they fall. Make a champion out of yourself. Take those losses and see it as a lesson. Experience is something that books won't actually give to you. They might sell you an experience, but you won't understand the deep emotion of it and the drive behind the purpose unless you go through it. I was once a student in CPUT, 2017. Worst year of my life, possibly the worst year of my life. Did bad and terrible. It was supposed to be my final year. I did so terrible with my marks. I fucking failed. Shit. Lost one girl that I actually valued. Broke up. It was painful heartbreak. But whatever. A lot of girls were very much attracted to me. But I was emotionally closed off in that time. Couldn't even appreciate all these girls around me because the one valuable person left. And my uncle, which we discovered, was in Cape Town 2017. Never saw him. My father actually spent his life actually looking for him. Actually lost his life in Cape Town, Hout Bay. So it was a point of I had to learn to deal with those losses. It was never easy. And most cases, people take their lives because they cannot actually deal with these losses. They go through so much depression, anxiety, everything else. If you know that your kingdom is yours, you shouldn't have actually be anxious. It's yours. I remember in 2017 going back to my mother, terrible marks, everything. We had to find money to bury my uncle. And it was kind of tough. And you know what? I told my mom that I was suicidal a bit. I told my mom that it's fine. I'm just gonna go look for a job and go work. My mother was like, I didn't send you to Cape Town to go and work. The mission was for you to go and study and get that qualification. From that moment on, I knew that I tried my best the previous year. But from that moment on, I started testing whether was it really my best. And I started being fixed on the vision. Learned to understand that I had to feel the emotion of losing family member and the girl that I had at that time. Had to be focused. Then I got my qualification. My friends were not around that year. They had to deal with their own losses. Entry level within the workplace. Didn't have cash. So I was there, always cheering them up. But I felt lonely, like during my final year, up until I found my own tribe. Want to know what is good about this thing? It's that when you uproot, sometimes you uproot yourself from the community that is not your tribe. Your calling will lead you to your tribe. So understand the purpose of you having to uproot. It's for you to find your own tribe and to form your own kingdom. With that being said, stop being jealous. Let's understand our purpose. When we move, may we all uproot until the day we multiply. Love.